Hey, what's going on, mi gente? Welcome back to another video in Fitness Legacy. I know that it's been a while since the last time that I posted a video, guys, but I just got caught up, guys, with a lot of things, with my personal life, work, and a lot of things that I had to do. But I'm back, guys, because yes, there's still a lot of shit that we need to talk about. There's still a lot of bullshit going on, people talking La Hispanidad, especially Dominicans, guys. And anyways, man, let's go back to the topic, man. Let's go back. Let's get this shit going. All right, because there is no time to waste. All right, guys. So today we're gonna talk about a big issue in the Dominican Republic, right? And that is the illegal immigration from Haitians in DR. If you're Dominican, you know what I'm talking about. The DR is full of Haitians, guys, and most of them are illegal. We're talking 2 million plus. Now, the problem is not just that they're illegal. The problem is as well that they have no form of identification, because they don't have IDs, they don't have anything, they don't have record, nothing. So because they can't get it in Haiti. So when they go to DR, there's no way that we can know who they are, and that's one of the main reasons that's a big problem. But just the fact that the legal immigration is so big with the Haitians in the yard, that's a problem right there. Now, another problem that I see, that I'm watching, every time that any tourist goes, any type of traveler that go to DR, and they wanna show anything about the DR, all the people that you see, they're all Haitians, and there's people say they are Dominicans. You know how many times, guys, there's videos of Haitians in DR saying that they're Dominicans? Oh, when people want to know something about Dominican, they ask a Haitian, because they don't, because they're there. So if you're not from DR, you don't know. So for them, oh, he's in DR, he's probably Dominican. And no, and they're Haitians. So that's our problem right there. So we already being replaced. But anyways, that's not gonna be the topic of the video. It's gonna be about the deportation, guys. Because if you know, every time that the Dominicans they want to do something about about that issue about all the legal immigration that we have from Haiti, I call it invasion. To be honest, that's how I call it. But anyways, let's go. Let's be political correct. Let's call it illegal immigration. Every time that the Dominicans they want to do something about it, you know how big that is for a lot of people, especially the African Americans. They're the first one they want to take shit in social media about Dominicans, that we're racist, that we're colorist, that we just hate the Haitians, that we don't want to deal with the Haitians. You know all the bullshit they said. So, but I just think it's funny that it's only a big deal when Dominicans do it. Because if you don't know, even though the DR we the one that have 2 million plus Haitians in DR, they're not only just going to the DR, to the Dominican Republic, they're going to different countries as well. They're just not in big numbers as they are in the Dominican Republic. But what happened in those countries? They having the same problems as well. And you know what they're doing? They're fixing the problem. They're deporting all the Haitians. And in this video, that's what we're gonna show you guys, so that you guys know that the bullshit's only with Dominicans. Because they feel that Dominicans, we're the one that have to deal with Haiti. Nobody else, because not even the U.S. want to deal with Haiti. But Dominicans, we're the one that have to deal with Haiti. And the problem that I have with a lot of Haitians, though, the problem that I have is that even though they're in DR, and they're living in DR, every time they're in front of a camera, the first thing that they do, they trash the Dominicans. They're not talking shit, how racist we are. But something that I noticed, they do that all the time, not just to the Dominicans, because the Haitians they have a problem that they feel that people just like owe them something. You know what I mean? So they go illegally to the country and they start to demand shit. Oh, I want this, I want that, and they don't do this for me here. And like, no one is forced to do anything for you except the Haitian government. So if you wanna cry and talk shit about something or someone, talk shit about your government, okay? But I just gonna show you guys videos of things that are happening in Jamaica, the Bahamas, Panama, Chile, Argentina, Mexico, Peru, everywhere, guys. Everybody's doing what they're supposed to do, and nobody gives a fuck. No one cares. But when the Dominicans do it, that's when everybody cares. That's when that's where you see BuzzFeed, Vox, I mean, talking about how racist Dominicans are and all this or that. The Afro Americans that they don't visit Haiti, but they go to DR, but then they bash the DR. You know what I mean? All the bullshit, guys. So we're gonna, how I said, I'm back in the game, and we're gonna, call the bullshit out. So let's go to the. Let me just show you guys some videos, and then we go from there. Okay. Now, guys, this video that I'm about to show you guys is from the Turks and Caicos. I don't know how you pronounce that. Islands, right? So they having a problem with the Haitians as well, and the government is kind of not doing. It's like not doing nothing about it. So I'm guessing that the people from the island, from Caicos, they got fed up with it. And you know what they did? The people started deporting the Haitians. I know, right? It sounds crazy. Imagine if this happened in the DR, what I'm about to show you guys. Oh, man. The liberal media, pero like, all them fucks will be fucking on top of this shit. But how I said, it's not the DR, so no one cares. It only matters when the Dominicans do it. When Dominicans, they want to enforce the laws, that's when it's a big problem. All right. So just take a look at this video, guys, and then I will be showing more videos as well. So this is in Turks and Caicos Island. All right, look at this.
Turks and Caicos Islanders have gone rogue and are now unofficial and unsolicited support to Operation Guardian and the law enforcement agencies which comprise the unit, which was created to round up illegal people. The civilians say they are tired of the invasion and are on the hunt themselves for illegal Haitians who are making landfall undetected and evading capture in some cases.
You heard that? They are on the hunt. Imagine that if Dominicans are doing that, the same thing that they're doing. Imagine that for a second.
Of captures are on social media.
You see? 3 more on the road, okay? 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. I sleep in the bush, see them here? So y'all can see I'm heading right now to the station right now. Great Bay Station, okay? A law-abiding citizen like me, trying to help, you understand me? And the police officers can tell me last night, oh, what I doing in this area? This is what I doing in the area. I'm making sure I'm grabbing these people. And if you can see right now, cars, Haitian cars coming in here fluently, so they know what's going on. You understand me? We need to work together.
We got one here too. We just catch this one here. He ain't slipping. We just catch this one. I just grab him and throw him in the Jeep just now. So anyway, we got more. We got more to catch.
An illegal boat made it to shore in the Long Bay area of Providenciales on Sunday. A prominent businessman posted his experience to Facebook and said it was like a stampede of fleeing migrants running through his backyard.
What felt like 10 horses ran through the yard, and one person tried to make their way inside the house. And, me being totally unprepared for it, I fight them off pretty much so they wouldn't get inside, and then they continue running.
All of this unwrapped.
All right, guys. So you see what they're doing? They're doing what Dominicans wanted to do, but at the same time, the Dominicans, they are afraid to do it because of the judgment that's coming. And this is what I want to tell Dominicans. Nobody is playing with this shit. And I feel that if I understand Dominicans at the same time, but I feel that if they can do it, why can't we do it? We need to stop feeling, I don't know if it's scared what people gonna do, because at the same time, people gonna talk shit about us regardless. So might as well they just do something about it. Because no matter what we do, people gonna talk shit about Dominicans, especially Afro Americans. They're the first ones that they're gonna go online to talk shit about Dominicans. They're obsessed with us though. They can't stop talking about us. How how our culture, how beautiful our island is, and all that. They can't stop talking about that. But at the same time, they all go with the Haitians. They are the first ones to talk shit about Dominicans. You know, then we got BuzzFeed, you know, the big tech, BuzzFeed, all these fucking liberals, all that shit. You guys know what I'm talking about. If you're Dominican, you know what I mean, right? So that was in that island, because a lot of things that people don't show in the media as well is all the bad things that Haitians do in those countries. They only show what they only want to talk shit about Dominicans, but they don't show when the Haitian they killed Dominicans. Well, not too long ago, a Haitian fucking cut off this little girl arms with a fucking machete. Nobody want to talk about that. Nobody mentioned that, right? But you know they always want to talk shit about Dominicans. So that was in that island, right? So let's keep going, guys. So now let's go to Chile. Mi gente de Chile. Let's go to Chile, right?
Batalla campal lo vivido durante la noche de este sábado en la comuna de Granero. 50 haitianos se enfrentaron con una familia chilena, la que minutos antes le había increpado el uso de mascarillas. La casa resultó...
So in case you don't understand Spanish, basically what she's saying that there was these Haitians, I guess they were around this family. I guess that they rent homes and they rent apartments with this family. And I guess the family just told them to wear masks and they didn't. And yeah. And then, you know, this happened.
Prácticamente destruida.
Ataque extremo a esta casa que fue grabado y relatado por sus propios dueños. Terror que comenzó cerca de las 22 horas. Desde ahí la violencia extrema de un supuesto grupo de haitianos generó el pánico en esta población de la comuna de Graneros.
Those are Haitians throwing rocks at the family.
Evidenciaron el ataque, que se había originado tras haber increpado a uno de los extranjeros por no usar la mascarilla.
Carabinero no aparecía y estos tipos se juntaron como 50 haitianos tirando piedras.
That's something they know how to do. Have babies and throw rocks. That's something the Haitians know how to do for sure. Have babies like crazy and throw rocks.
Hacha con machete, haciendo tira toda la casa ahí al lado. Todo lo que era el front y todo lo demás, y la gente está adentro.
Paola aún no entiende la violenta reacción de las personas. Hoy ve el estado en el que quedó su casa.
One more thing. If they're having those issues, people from Chile, with only a few thousand Haitians, imagine Dominicans, a small island with 2 million of them. Just imagine that for a second. So that way you can understand where Dominicans will be coming from, how fed up we are with this bullshit.
Tras el brutal ataque.
Mi pareja siempre cuando estaba ahí me decía, oiga, póngase la mascarilla, aquí hay una persona enferma, y casi nunca le hacían caso. Empezaron a pegar hachazos en mi casa.
Según vecinos, la pelea reunió a casi 100 personas, pero que tuvo como protagonistas a dos, un haitiano y el dueño de casa. Ambos sufrieron heridas cortantes, ya que portaban cuchillos.
Generó una detención toda vez que el resto de los participantes se habían retirado antes que llegara personal policial. Pero hubo unos daños a un inmueble que se encontraba en la cercanía de donde se originó la pelea y donde era el inmueble del ciudadano chileno que le solicitó el uso de la mascarilla.
Porque ellos son ¿cómo se llama? No están ni ahí. Yo a la gente que tengo arrendando, yo debería haberle dicho que desalojaran mucho antes porque yo a ellos le arrendé para vivir.
Batalla campal que dejó más de un registro en redes sociales.
Oh.
Y que mantuvo por varios minutos.
So the Haitians that started throwing rocks at their house, they don't even live there. They were just friends with the people that live there. Oh shit, it's worse. Damn.
Nerviosismo a toda una comunidad. Cruel ataque a una familia, la que solo habría pedido usar la mascarilla.
You see?
Vecinos describen
So they just told them to wear a mask, and that's their reaction. So now Chilenos, they got fed up with the bullshit that's going on, and they started deporting all the Haitians as well. All right, but you don't see that in the media. You don't see when the people from Caicos did it. You don't see that in the media. You don't see people going crazy about it. You don't see all these African channels talking about it. Calling those people racist and colorist and all this bullshit that we get called. You don't hear none of that. But the moment Dominicans do it, oh my God, Dominicans said this, Dominicans said that. And this is what I want to tell Dominicans. No matter what we do, we already in the wrong. So fuck it. You know what I mean? Let's be assholes. Fuck it. We got nothing to lose. People already talking shit. So what are they going to do? Keep talking shit? Like, just give them more reason to talk shit. You know? Let's keep going, guys. Let's keep going. So this happened in the Bahamas. Alright, let's go to the Bahamas.
Last night, I told you of a shanty town that was demolished in the Joe Farrington Road area by the landowners. This decision left residents upset and angry. But it was one comment made in particular by a young Haitian Bahamian that left some Bahamians simply outraged. See, Oscar Adderley has this report.
You gotta understand, but it's more Haitian Bahamian in this country than f***ing Bahamians. Sorry for my language. You see what I'm saying? And we ain't scared. They ain't want to start something where they ain't good how finish. But
it was that very statement that created a firestorm on social media, prompting hundreds of Bahamians to share their extreme displeasure. On Friday, a shanty town just off Joe Farrington Road was demolished, more than a year after the residents were given a 30-day notice. But still, those residents remained on the property. On Saturday, our news team took to the streets to get Bahamians' reaction to this controversial comment. To say the least, the residents we spoke to were extremely upset, saying that something must be done because the country's immigration problem is out of hand.
I was really upset when I heard the news last night. Very highly upset. This is our Bahamian country, and I think foreigners who come here ought to respect our country. And I think what was said last night was important.
How I said, that's a problem with Haitian guy. They have a big fucking mouth. They don't respect nobody. They don't respect the locals. They don't respect the lots. They just demand shit, and everybody will have to do what they say. They just feel the fucking way. You know what I mean? And that's a fucking problem. That's a lot of problems that Dominican have with Haitians, because they don't know how to shut the fuck up. If you in a country and you there legally, at least fucking behave. But nah, they don't want to do that. They want to be tough guys. They want to take shit. They want to say talk shit about the people that live in those countries. They want to, act like they own shit when they don't. But they act like they do. Listen, Dominicans, guy, my message to people from the Bahamas, from Chile, and all these countries, we've been dealing with this for years. Now you understand where we're coming from. So when people say shit about Dominicans, at least understand where we're coming from. You only have a few thousands. We have millions. You already don't know what to do with them. You have a few thousands. Imagine if you have millions like we do. Fuck.
I think we really need to do something about them and stop them before they get, too boisterous in our country.
It's an actual act of, I guess, a war, or wanting to start a war, saying that, hey, at any time, we can have an uprising in your country. That's like someone coming in your home, going into your bedroom, and then telling you what you can do in there, and not to tell them anything. And I'm trying to figure out.
And that's another thing. Good thing that he said that, because a lot of Dominicans in the yard, they're sleeping as well. They're fucking sleeping. They think that if something happens in the yard, it's gonna be like the Haitians one day. They're just gonna go to the yard and try to invade the whole country. They're not gonna do that because they can't. Because army just gonna kill them in a day. But what they're gonna do is all about numbers. It's all about numbers. The average Dominican woman have 2 to 3 kids. The average Haitian have 7, 8. That's fucking insane. So all they're gonna do all they can do is just outnumber us, and that's it. And then when they feel they have more numbers than us, then yeah, game on. You know what I mean? Cause what he said, that guy, the Haitian guy, what he said, oh yeah, we almost more than them. So yeah, if they want a war, we can give them a war. That's what the Haitian guys say in their country. That's fucking insane.
Exactly, how do they feel that's even gonna make sense?
But there was one resident who strongly disagreed, calling on Bahamians to be more understanding.
We were all illegal immigrants as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, here we go, guy. He never fails. He never fucking fails. They're fucking liberal. Talking shit. This is what I understand about women. This type of woman when they go online talking shit. Do you understand what the fuck is going on? Because something that men do, we fucking go to war. We fight. That's how we think. So you start with the nonsense with the rainbow land and all this bullshit, fairy tale stories. This is fucking real life. This is fucking real life.
Nationalized because of slavery.
Oh, here we go.
Yes?
Here we go. Here we go.
My great-great-grandparents or some relative or family, whether it's St. Kitts, whether it's Jamaica, whether where.
You see the bullshit? Kiss is slavery. And then she's Bahamian and she's blaming the other Bahamians. When the Haitian guy was the one who said, you want war, I can give you war. But she's not talking shit to the Haitians. She's talking shit. People like this are the first one that gotta go. They're the oh my god, I can't stand people like that. There's a reason that I can stand fucking liberals, these Latinxes. People like them are the worst because they're inside. They're the first one that gotta go. She's over here talking about we the same and it's slavery, and the Haitian guy is in their country saying, you want war, I give you war. The fuck you gonna do? And it's slavery. Fuck all that bullshit, slavery bullshit. Don't give me that talk. I'm gonna go all over that as well. Listen, we're gonna go deep in this video. We're gonna go fucking deep in this video.
Is in this world, those people can very well be some of my relatives.
Shut the fuck up then, bitch.
So, I think that in an effort the church needs to step in. We need to try and understand each other more. Do you understand? These are people who are impoverished, who are running away, trying to have a better life.
Oh yeah, and the guy just said, you want war, I give you war. What the fuck you gonna do? In your country. Oh man, sometimes when people like that just make me wish, let's say if the Haitians take over the Bahamians, and see if the Haitians gonna say the same thing that she's doing. Oh, my cousin, my half uncles in this country. Let's see if the Haitians gonna say that shit. They're going to fucking chop your head off. That's what they're gonna do. Fucking dumbass.
Stand poverty. When you get the majority of people in this country.
Anyways, guy. So that happened. You know, that was the big deal in the Bahamas. You know, so let's shit. Oh fuck, sorry. And you know, things kept going. So I think it was this one here. So I think the ambassador of Haiti in the country, in the Bahamas, he made a comment as well, and shit got worse.
Was critical of the implementation of the new immigration policy. Arla Dawn Davis took to the streets today to gather some of the feedback made from those controversial comments.
I think you have to have heart. You have to have, humanity.
Here we go. This is oh my god. The Haitians, they're good doing this shit, playing the victim cards at the same time. They say the worst thing about Dominicans all the time. Every time there is a camera in front of them, but then they play the victim at the same time. They know how to play the fucking victim like real fucking good.
You have to address the situation of those kids born here.
You see what he said? Cause that's something they do, and that's a tactic that they use. They come here, they bring a lot of women pregnant to have the kids in the country that they want to go to. And then they but we have kids here. You need hard because my kid. That's a game that they play. All right. So so that's the Haitian ambassador.
A comment made by Haitian Ambassador Antonio Rodriguez during Monday's edition of the Bahamas Tonight that has outright offended many Bahamians who are
now let's see what the Bahamian has to say.
Calling for the Haitian diplomat to be recalled immediately.
I think you need to go ahead, resign. Here who have some sort of sense who's going to...
The hell is going on with my connection?
With the illegal population here.
In our country, we are doing them a favor, right? And by doing them a favor, they're supposed to humble.
They need to go back where they're from. And they're too biggity. The Haitians have their country. The Bahamians have their country.
Oh, you hear what they're saying? Oh my god, the Bahamians, they're so racist and colorist, right? Oh, you don't hear that, right? You don't hear none of that, right?
Our country, and we could decide how we want to run our affairs.
Additionally, there are many Bahamians who feel that governments of the day took far too long to deal with this immigration problem, which has enabled illegal migrants to feel that they are more than equal in this country.
Take a little bit too long. From they burn the Bahamian flag, they're supposed to be deported out here.
You heard? That's something they do. They did that in DR. They burned the Dominican flag. And you heard what the guy said? I guess they burned the Bahamian flag as well. In the Bahamas. I'm telling you. Oh, man. You only have a few thousands of them. Imagine if you had millions. Pfft. At least now you understand why Dominicans are fed up with this bullshit.
In the Bahamas. On top of that, they're actually, they're disfigured our flag by burning it.
Let's go. Let's
They
go
also
back.
had
A little bit too long. From they burn the Bahamian flag, they're supposed to be deported out here.
how our government could give them privilege to have Flag Day in the Bahamas. On top of that, they've actually disfigured our flag by burning it. They also had parades for their various leaders in the Bahamas.
Immigration Minister Fred Mitchell recently revealed that it cost the government roughly $32,000 to repatriate illegal migrants to their homeland on a daily basis, and some Bahamians feel this should not be the government's responsibility.
When most of them come here, they've already gotten everything free. I mean, and some of them are they owned restaurants and fruit stands and all of this stuff. Why not have them pay their own ticket back?
He claims that they don't have no money to repatriate the Haitians, but then he comes back on TV a couple of days later and said they lost $20,000 in the safe. But you know how much Haitians they could repatriate back with that?
When you come into this country legal, then you have your children, they born here illegal. You understand? It becomes now a burden on the country that they exist in.
And while the public outcry on the Haitian ambassador's comments continue to mount even on social media, Immigration Department officials continue to spread the message that if you are not legally living or working here in the Bahamas, you must return to your homeland. LaDon Davis, ZNS Network News.
All right, guys. So you hear that? You see what they're doing as well? They're doing what they're supposed to do, but no one cares. You don't see no African American talking about this on YouTube, calling them racist. You don't see none of that, right? Let's keep going. Where are we going now? Let's see. Where are we going now? Let's see. All right, guys. So let's go to Mexico. Let's go to Mexico now. By the way, the reporter that did this, you can tell he's fucking a liberal. By the way he looks and all that, you can tell he's a liberal fuck. But you're gonna get the idea why I'm showing this video. Here we go with the kid. I feel bad for those kids because I mean they got nothing to do with this. You know what I mean? But I know the game they're playing. You know what? You know? Like, I feel bad for the kids. I'm not gonna lie. Because they're kids. They're babies. But I know the fucking game they're playing. That shit that gets me going. What the hell is going on? Hold on, guys. Fuck. Hold on, let me go back. I don't know what the fuck happened.
Las imágenes de Fabiola, una migrante haitiana que pedía ayuda desde una estación migratoria, dieron la vuelta al mundo. ¡Ayúdame, mi hijo! ¡Está enfermo! ¡Ayúdame! ¡Ayúdame! ¡Ayúdame, por favor! ¡Por favor! Pero esto no sirvió para que las autoridades mexicanas mejoraran la situación de esta población migrante en Tapachula.
Que dice que adentro no casi no da comida.
En las estaciones, ¿no? En la migratoria.
A veces no la a veces dan comida, pero no alcanza todo.
Da muy poca.
So they're giving them food. They're just too many. And then you see the reporter saying, "Oh, they don't give you a lot of food. They only give you a little bit." Even she said, "No, they gave us food. They be just too many." Because you know what they're trying to do. You know the game they're trying to play. These liberals.
En menos de un mes, las autoridades mexicanas han deportado a más de 320 haitianos.
Gente está preguntando por qué deportar los haitianos. Andamos.
You ready to say, motherfucker, why you think you getting deported, bitch? Why you think so? What you think? What you think it is? What you think it is? Because you got no papers. You were there illegally. That's what happens. Wherever country you go, you illegal, you get deported. That happens. So, but then he said, but you see what he said? He said people are asking. And who are the people that are asking? African Americans, liberals, Latinxes. They're the probably one. What's going on with the Haitians? Well, we fucking know why. Fucking. No, it's not gonna stop. We're gonna keep going. Fuck.
Muchos de los que están provisionalmente en el sur de México no quieren salir a la calle por temor a ser deportados. ¿Por qué las autoridades mexicanas están persiguiendo a los haitianos?
Really, like you see. Hold on, let me show the guy so you can look at the guy. Hold on. Let me go. Let me go back.
Por temor a ser. ¿Por qué las autoridades mexicanas?
You see these fucking liberals, weak-looking males, beta males. ¿Por qué los mexicanos están deportando a los haitianos? Why do you think it is? Like you don't know the fucking answer?
¿Están persiguiendo a los haitianos?
But you see, you need to pay attention with the liberals, the word that they use. He said pursuing, not deporting though, pursuing. So he's making it sound like he's like he's making it sound like worse than it is. You know, like they're pursuing the Haitians.
No entendemos qué los está llevando a hacer esto, si los mismos programas que tienen los Estados Unidos de apoyo que ya no los quiere allá y le ordena a México la detención y deportación.
El número de haitianos.
Because another thing that they're doing, the U.S. don't want them here either. So the U.S. is sending them to Mexico because I'm guessing that they come through Mexico. So the U.S., you send them back through Mexico. And then the Mexicans, they're like, nah, you gotta go back to Haiti. So you see, like, they change how it goes.
Llegan a México de forma irregular, se disparó en 2019. Mientras que en todo 2018 llegaron 464, en la primera mitad de 2019 llegaron casi 3,000. Sus deportaciones también se han multiplicado. Apenas fueron 12 en 2018 y ya son 328 este año.
You saw that woman pregnant? She was pregnant as well.
Sentido con la presencia de la policía y los militares.
Me da miedo cuando vi a
You see the kids? You see the kids? You see the problem? They have nothing. No, that's a fucking problem because they don't get that in Haiti. So they got nothing. Nothing at all. So people don't know who they are, nothing. But yeah, sometimes they have babies. That's something they always do. They always have babies.
Recibían un salvoconducto para salir de México en 20 días. De esta forma tenían tiempo de llegar al norte y pasar a Estados Unidos.
Exactly. So you see what they did? So I'm guessing that the Mexican government was like, you know what, we're gonna give them 20 days so they can just go to the US. Fuck. And then the US was like, oh hell no, really Mexico, you did that? You take them back. So that was going on, alright? That's the whole problem. So the Mexico was like, oh, you're gonna do that to me? I mean, the US is like, oh, Mexico, you're gonna do that to me? Oh hell no. Take them back.
Pero las cosas cambiaron el pasado julio. Los gobiernos de López Obrador y Donald Trump. Estados Unidos ha endurecido su política con los haitianos en torno a la...
What the hell is going on?
Un documento que les permite a los ciudadanos de países con conflictos o víctimas de desastres naturales.
Alright guys, but you get the idea. So everybody's supporting the Haitians and no one gives a fuck. But let's just wait for the Dominicans to do it. Now let's go to... Where are we going now? Where are we going? Alright, so let me show you this real quick, guys. Oh, let's go to the US. Let's see what Biden is doing. Joe Biden. Because another thing too, it's funny how people don't care about immigrants and kids in cages nowadays. Because Biden is in office. But when Trump was, everybody cared. But now let's see what the US is doing with the Haitians.
So we're here at Haiti's International Airport. It's arriving from Laredo, Texas.
Alright, let's go back, guys. Sorry about that. I'm having a problem with my connection.
So we're here at Haiti's International Airport. We just got word that a plane that's arriving from Laredo, Texas has just landed. It's full of Haitian deportees. There's supposed to be a moratorium on deportations. Yep, they're coming down right now.
Another thing too, the U.S. loves talking shit. The U.S. part of the problem as well, because the U.S. like especially like the guys from New York, the governor from New York, and all these liberals in power, they love talking shit about Dominicans as well, calling us racist and this and this and that. This guy from New York, the mayor, the governor, he called us racist and colorist and all this shit towards Dominicans. But then you can see that the people that were behind him when he was saying that, you can see they were Haitians, But then they go and do the same exact thing that they're trashing Dominican for.
Haitians have been forced to return from the U.S. in February alone.
Oh, come on. My connection is really slow. I don't know what the heck is going on.
There's supposed to be a moratorium on deportations. Yep, they're coming down right now. Nearly 1,000 Haitians have been forced to return from the U.S. in February alone. It was just 50 in January before President Biden announced the moratorium. Can you tell me all how you got here? Why are you here?
Nous sommes au Mexique. Nous traversons la frontière parce que nous étions des présidents de 100 jours. Pas de déportation, nous traversons. Il y a mené nous Miami.
Et la demande pour la presse à visiter prison yo. Côté qui gagne pour t'apprendre 10 moun, 15 moun. Yo mettez 58.
I don't know if you guys can read the subtitles. But anyways, here we go. You see with the food, you see how they always now they keep trashing the U.S. Oh, even the food they gave us was expired. That's what he said. How I said that was something they always know how to do. Fucking, they go to places, they demand things, and they complain about it. That how you can see they do that everywhere they go, everywhere. But anyways, I just want to show that video so you guys know how everybody's doing the same thing. The Bahamas, Jamaica, fucking Chile, Argentina, Mexico, Peru. Everybody's getting rid of the Haitians, and nobody gives a fuck. Let's show you another problem that we have in the Dominican Republic with the Haitians. Now, how you can see, guys, in those videos, do you notice that every time there were a lot of pregnant women and little girls and all that, and, I mean little babies and all that, in all those videos? In the Dominican Republic, guys, hospitals, sometimes there's times, a lot of times, that when Dominican women go to the hospital to give birth, they don't have room for Dominican women because there's full with Haitian women that they're legally that they being taken care of for free. We all know things is free. For them it's free with Dominican tax payers money. And that's a big, because you need to understand, guys, if the United States, a nation so powerful like the United States, is getting rid of them, imagine the Dominican Republic, guys. We're a small island. We're growing, but we're not a rich nation. You know what I mean? So if those countries can't handle that, imagine 2 millions in the Dominican Republic. So, and again, something they know how to do is fucking have kids. So now, the Dominican hospital, they're just full of Haitian women giving birth. Full. So imagine that if you're a Dominican woman, you paying taxes, you go to, you need to go to the hospital, and then you can't get service because it's full of Haitians. If a lot of you guys are fed up with just with a comment, imagine with action. All the bullshit going on in the how much are we fed up? So let me show you this video, guys. This is not in the right now.
De 11.000 partos que se registraron en la maternidad San Lorenzo de los Mina, 2.700 correspondieron a extranjeras de esa nacionalidad. El porcentaje es de 70 y 80% de parturientas haitianas en centros de salud de la zona fronteriza. Rentería Montero con nosotros en directo tiene más detalles. Rentería, buenas noches.
Gracias, buenas noches. La mayoría de las embarazadas haitianas llega a San Lorenzo de los Minas sin ningún tipo de historial prenatal, lo que dificulta que galenos puedan realizar diagnósticos preventivos. Los nacimientos de niños de madres haitianas representaron el 22% de los 11.000 partos que se atendieron en el Centro Materno San Lorenzo de los Minas en el 2016.
El año pasado hubo 2.700 nacimientos de nacionales extranjeras.
You heard that?
Eso representa un 22% de los nacimientos. Y como es natural, en su mayoría son del vecino país.
La masiva demanda de las inmigrantes diezma el presupuesto del centro materno del municipio Santo Domingo Este, que es de 5.2 millones de pesos.
Representa un alto costo para nuestra institución porque la mayoría de esas mujeres también van a lo que es el servicio de... la llevamos a lo que es la unidad de cuidados intensivos, con su anemia, su sangrado. Y como resultado, eso es costosísimo para nosotros.
La realidad que
You hear what the doctor said? It costs a lot of money for us Dominicans to deal with this shit.
Es de casi un 100%.
Si usted registra el libro de nacimientos, se va a encontrar con un 10 a un 15% de nacimientos dominicanos y el resto son haitianos.
Para este
Wow.
obstetra, la realidad responde
Wow.
a la ausencia de servicios de salud en Haití. Por igual a la mafia que dijo opera en la frontera con tráfico de parturientas del vecino país.
Por ahí se mueve mucho dinero, mucho de todo, incluyendo parturientas que vienen aquí a consumir los pocos recursos que nosotros tenemos en los hospitales del Estado.
La Sociedad Dominicana de Obstetricia y Ginecología dijo que de cada 100 niños que nacen en hospitales del Gran Santo Domingo, 40 son de madres haitianas.
Whoa.
Las estadísticas...
Do you guys hear that? Out of 100 kids, babies that are born in the DR, 45 of them are Haitians. Holy shit. If you don't think that's a problem in the future, you fucking sleeping. Even the Bahamas already even the Bahamas is telling Bahamians, you want to go to war, I give you war. Imagine what they're gonna say to Dominicans where they're way better than us. Way more than us. That's a problem right there, guys. Out of 100 kids that are born, 45 of them are Haitians. Of illegal Haitians. I hope you understand if you're listening to this why some Dominicans are just fed up. Now, let me say this. Why are not Africans telling those people from the Bahamas and all those countries, from Panama and all those countries, oh, but they're black, you black. Well, they're not saying that. We are Africans, but why nobody's saying that? And you guys know something? You know how liberals, they're playing this Afrocentric this and Afrocentric that we all the same. You know, some bullshit that really make no sense, but they they're going with it. You know that, and I always said that that's all bullshit because in Africa, in the African nations, they have immigration laws as well. So let's say if you're from Ghana and you go to Nigeria illegally, even though you're in the continent of Africa, they deport your ass. So all this Afro-unity bullshit doesn't exist nowhere. The only one I play that shit when it comes to the R and Haiti. But they're black people in those countries. You guys should be together, and bullshit talks. So do you guys know that Haiti? I guess they wanted to be part of the African Union. And you know what the African Union said to Haiti? Basically, well, part of it. Go fuck yourself. So look at this. This is the statement that the African Union wrote to Haiti. According to the states, Article 29.1 of the U.S. Constitution, only African state can join the African Union. So you Haitians, your membership is denied. You're going nowhere. But you don't see no African online. All these, you don't see all these Afro-Americans on all these channels talking about this. You don't see them talking shit, saying, "Boy, we are Africans." Because you gotta understand something, guys. I see a lot of Dominicans too that they pay attention to what others people say online about, especially the African Americans say online about Dominicans. You need to understand, they say one thing and do nothing about, and they say one thing and they do another thing. They talk all this shit about Haiti, but they don't even go to Haiti. They don't even travel to Haiti. They don't even fucking go there. But they always, "Boy, Dominicans, you gotta do things for Haiti because you're all the same, Well, we know we're not the fucking same. We're not the fucking same. So start with the bullshit. And because we're not the fucking same, that's the reason that you go to DR and not a fucking Haiti. We don't speak the same language. We don't have the same fucking the same culture. We don't have the same fucking religion. We don't fucking eat the same food. We neighbors, but we're not the fucking same. We are really fucking different. And you can spot a Haitian and Dominican right away. So start with the fucking bullshit. But anyways, you see how no one cares when it comes to all those countries that put in the Haitians. Even Africa said, "Now go fuck yourself, Haiti." Even Africa. So when you see an African American giving you the bullshit, the African blood, that's of you, be like, "Go fuck yourself." That's all bullshit. Alright? So yeah, guys, just let me know what you think in the comments. How I said, there's a lot of things to talk about, and this one is just one of them, man. Another thing that we're gonna do in this channel, we're gonna have those family dinners with Dominicans here. It's, especially like Hispanidad, but especially this channel, I said, is more on Dominicans. It's gonna be more about Dominican shit topics. But we're gonna have, because there's a lot of bullshit going on in the Dominican Republic within Dominicans. So that's another thing that, we're gonna talk about in this channel. But yeah, guys, hope you guys like the video. I know it hasn't been a while the last time that I posted, but I said about just getting, doing a few things that I had to do in my personal life. But, the show must go on. We need to keep fighting, guys, and calling out the bullshit. If you guys see anything you want me to react to it, just send me links, and I will do my reaction and call the bullshit out. Cause we're not fucking around anymore, guys. There's a lot of things cooking, how we say, in the DR. Things are gonna change, guys. Things gonna go ugly. People think it's all sunshine and rainbows, but I'm telling you, man, there's a lot of things going on in the DR. A lot of nationalist groups growing. Because the government don't do something, the people gonna do it. And when the people go to the streets, something about Dominicans, man, when we go to the streets, we crazy. So you don't want Dominicans in the streets, man. So if you're listening to this and you work in the government, you better fucking pay attention and you do something about it. Because there's a lot of things, cooking, that if you don't do nothing about it, things gonna get crazy. Alright, guys, so I'll see you all in the next video. Okay, viva la hispanidad.